Hello, my name's Anne and I'm the Deputy Stage Manager for this production. My job basically starts in rehearsals. I put together what's called the prompt copy. This is where we take the script on one side of the page and we write down the blocking, which is where every actor comes on and off. If they're carrying something, if they sit down, stand up, we make a record of every move they've made and we can refer back to that during the rehearsal period. It's also my job to communicate with all the other departments of things that are needed. For example, if pockets are required in costumes for certain props, or if we need a certain sound effect at a certain point, it's my job to make sure that every department knows exactly what is required. Another part of my job is the rehearsal call, so I tell actors what time they're needed, make sure they arrive, hopefully on time, chase them up, make sure they take their tea breaks, all those things within the equity laws that they need to have. And then I'm also responsible for setting up the rehearsal room. So we have lots of rehearsal props and things that we use, and it's my job to make sure that everything is where it's meant to be when they need it. Then when we go into production week, my job then takes on a different role. Taking the prompt copy, we write down all the cues of the show. This is basically for lighting, when every time you see the lights change or there's a different sound effect, we write that all down in this one book, the prompt copy. Or if you see a piece of flying scenery come in, that's also given a number and a cue. And then it's my job to basically cue the show. So I tell all these different departments when to do it. And it makes sure that the whole show is married together so that things aren't happening at different times. And then if something goes wrong, as it does with live theatre, it's my job to get us out of it, to think of fastly ahead of how can we alter that or change things or jumping into another cue and make sure that the actors are safe doing it. And that's basically what happens during the show. At the end of the show, my job is then to put together the show report. And this gets emailed to all sorts of heads of department and the director, and it has the running times of the show, which a director finds useful because it tells them if the show is too long or too quick, and why is that, so that we try and keep it as perfect as it can be. And then also just to let other departments know if things are broken or need repairing, or we need to look at certain things which aren't quite working. And that's the very sort of basics of what my job is.